Hello there. Today I'm fortunate enough to be here at Sassicaia, arguably Tuscany and probably Italy's leading wine estate. I'm just finishing off my tasting here with a wine that is sometimes seen as the second wine of Sassicaia. In fact, it's more a sort of a second brand, because none of the wines that go into Guidalberto are actually from the same vines that go to produce Sassicaia itself. So it's not a classic second wine in terms of declassification of wines from the first wine. These are vines, slightly younger vines, I mean still with an average age of something like 28 years, but vines that are on the more sort of limestone soils, so that produce sort of slightly more perfumed, more elegant style of wines than the soils that the Cabernet Sauvignon that Sassicaia is predominantly made from come from, which tend to be sort of more free draining, stony soils with a limestone base still, but with a more free draining topsoil. So Guidalberto is made with very much the precision that Sassicaia is made at. It's made in a separate winery, so all hand picking, all careful sorting in the vineyard, and then aging wise, it'll age in oak. There's a slight difference in that it'll age in about 5% of American oak, but the oak that's being used is about 40% new, about 40% second fill, and then the balance third fill oak. But the wine ages for a shorter period than the Sassicaia does, so it has less strong oak aromas there. The 2022 is a vintage that is about to be released on the market. It's going to spend a couple more months in the cellars here before it hits the shelves. But in 2022, the blend is slightly different in that it's 60% Merlot and 40% Cabernet, whereas normally those proportions are reversed. It just happened that the Merlot was quite elegant in 2022, and so they've opted for a slightly different blend there. So anyway, let's have a look at the wine, shall we? First of all, the colour is a medium ruby red. It's quite vibrant and elegant. I'm swirling the wine. It's got 13.5% alcohol. It's forming tears on the side of the glass, but it's not particularly pronounced in that sort of way. So let's see what we make of the aroma, shall we? The aromas are perfumed and spicy. There are cedary top notes and just a hint of vanilla. Now that cedar is beautifully melded with some lovely fragrant raspberry type fruit. But it's certainly there as a top note. So let's taste, shall we? The palate is driven by a really fresh acidity, and that's giving out such a juiciness to, again, the fruit is sort of red raspberries, touch of loganberry there, perhaps almost as a touch of lively red cherry. There's a real freshness from the outside that's lifting the fruit beautifully. Now this is a wine that's not, it's actually sort of medium bodied, it's fresh, it's not got huge weight, but there's a wonderfully fine, silky, maybe slightly velvety note to those fine, slightly dusty tannins. And the acidity is just giving a freshness, and towards the finish you're seeing that sort of red fruit, almost a red currant note, a real zippy freshness coming back. And again, there's a slight spiciness attached to the red fruit, so I'm saying sort of raspberry sort of notes. There's a liveliness and a vitality. There's beautiful perfume throughout the wine. And actually, it's a wine that, even from a young age, I think is going to be providing really quite exciting drinking because of its vibrancy and its freshness. There's a lovely fine tannin, and there is this sort of mouth-watering nature to the finish that's giving it a really lovely length. So that was Tenuta San Guido's Guidalberto, a 2022 vintage, and that's rounding off my tastings here today at Sassicaia, a wonderful estate here in Tuscany. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, do please press the like button. If you'd like to watch more of the tastings, it would be great if you'd sign up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate your support. Any comments you have, please leave those in the box below. I will leave a link to the Wine Searcher website where you can find out pricing and availability for Guidalberto 2022 once it's available in the shops. And that link will also enable you to find critic scores and other background information on the wine that we have. So thank you again for watching. If you can, do please try and take some time and join us for another tasting in the near future, won't you? Thanks. Bye for now.